Yo, what is going on YouTube? Drummer Chris here. We come back at y'all with another vid. Now what we have it today, you guys can see I got my other Travis Scotts here, my collection, and then I got the SBs here. Bam. No, they are not mine. I am borrowing from a friend. Shout out to my guy Tony Ramsey. Make sure you guys follow him. A Ramsey 613. Anyway, so these Travis Scott SBs, you guys already know the controversy on these things. Basically only released on skate shops. So these things were actually pretty hard to get. Probably a couple, them was a little backdoored here and there, and some, some came to the public. But these things were, I'm gonna have to say, these were actually pretty limited. And the way how this release was definitely a lot more difficult compared to anything else that we've been getting. Very more difficult. With that being said, that's probably the main reason why these things are worth so much. Not only as being an SB, because there is a big cult following for SB shoes, and it's a Travis Scott. Above all, it's because these things are just really hard to get, and it's Travis Scott, of course. So these things right now for about a size 9, it's going about $1,200. And you know what? I'm not even talking about the specialty box. Those things are going for mad amounts of money. I think those specialty boxes are going for what? Going for $2,000. Say what? The box costs more than the freaking shoe. I'm doing another hold or sell or when to buy video for these SB Travis Scott Dunks. Yes, a lot of us hype beasts, we want these things. And human nature. When should we buy it? When should we fork out the money? Or the people that's lucky enough to have these things, when should I sell? When should I hold? If you were one of the lucky people though that got these things for retail, these things retail for about $150, and these things are going for about $1,200. That's $1,000 come up. That doesn't get no better than that. I mean, that's the come ups about come ups. So if you want to sell these things now, I wouldn't blame you. I really don't. I mean, I know some people got some bills to pay for or whatever the case is. I would not blame you if you're trying to get rid of these things right now. If you want to hold, this here is a caution hold, because right now we're hearing rumors that these things could re-release again on their sneakers app. Does that mean it's going to be GR? Of course not. Of course not. But if it's going to be a restock, usually that brings down the resale value just a little bit. Tiny bit. But the thing about these things here, it's just that it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies about right now. It's at the highest point, and it's the perfect timing because all the tax season and stuff like that, and the way how it released, because it was so limited and it was so hard to get, that the price I feel like will hold up. The price will hold up unless, like I said, it's gonna be a restock or another release from sneakers app or something. It just makes me a little nervous. I don't care if it's an SB or whatever. Yes, it's Travis Scott. But Travis Scott, you guys already know, is mainly all hype. But I mean, let's look at the 6s for instance. Look how much this price dipped. These things were going for like $1,000 for a size 9, and now what? They're down to like $600. And same thing with the Air Force. Air Force, they were going for like 6. I think they're going for 5. For a 9.5, it's going for about 5. And even these here, they were at $1,100 for my size 9, and now they're only for 8. The only Travis Scott that's been holding up are the ones. I mean by holding up, at right out the gate, the price was already up. I'm not talking about the 4s and the other older Air Forces. Those were low when they first came out. They were going for like $300, $400. Now they bumped up, they skyrocketed. That's a different story. But for these here, these were like, they were going for like not $1,000, $1,200, and now they're like $1,500, $1,600. So this is the only Travis Scott's been holding up. Now for these things here, for $1,200 out the gate already, weeks or a couple days after its release, and it's still holding, it's actually going up. Whew, man, I think right now, honestly, if I need to make that money, I would sell. If I don't need to make that money, I would hold. That's the difference. But it would be a caution hold. I will keep an eye on the market. I will like keep a freaking eye on the market for real. Because you never know. You don't want to hold it too long, because eventually the price will probably end up dipping. I mean, $1,200 is a lot going up already. It is. It's significantly a lot. I mean, do you actually really see this shoe being more expensive than the highs? You gotta think like that's practicality in general is just that this shoe with all the design and stuff that it's not a shoe that everyone's gonna pretty much gonna go after and want to spend a lot of money on. Something like this, yes, I could see them spend a lot of money on because it's a Jordan 1. It's not that crazy of, you know, design and stuff. This is a lot more practical that, you know, some people are willing to spend for. Same with these here. I mean, everything else, the colorway, stuff like that. But this here with all the design and the craziness looking with the bandana and, you know, all this and that, that's what kind of scares me, man. Like, if you want to hold these, that's fine, but I wouldn't hold it on for too long. I would definitely keep an eye on the market like a freaking hawk eye. Once you see the price start dipping, dump it, because it's gonna keep going. It's just gonna keep going lower. That's just how I think it is. Just from history repeats itself. Just like, look at the 6, guys. I mean, seriously, look at the 6. I made a mistake of holding on the GS pair a little too long. Now they're only going for 300. They were at 700. It's okay. My wife kept saying she wanted it and she didn't want it, but whatevs. But I'm so glad I got my personal pair. Got it for retail. I mean, if you want to sell, like, just think about, man, if you want to sell it now, I mean, that's over $1,100 to $1,000 come up. Like, that's pretty freaking good. You can use that money and buy a lot more pair of shoes and invest on other things. Like, seriously, you can get like freaking, you can get a couple of, you know, some other shoes here and there and wait till those go up. But these here, I honestly, I just don't see these things going to like $1,500. I mean, I'll be very, very surprised. Maybe I'm underestimating the SBs, but I could be wrong. They could go up to $1,500. Would you really kick yourself in the ass if you sold these things for 12 and these things went up to like 15, 14? Would you really be upset with yourself? If these things go to $2,000 and you sold it for 12, yes, then I would feel a little salty. But since it's only going for like maybe $200, $100 difference, I wouldn't feel that salty. I would go ahead and let these go for $1,200. I wouldn't let these go for, you know, less. I mean, it all depends on the deal too, because I got a lot of people's gonna lowball. I mean, if you feel comfortable with letting these go for about $1,000 or so on, it all depends on what you are. Because right now, the hype and the price on things is just so ridiculous right now, and it's what everyone is willing to pay for and what your market is. Not everyone's market is the same as mine or someone else's or so on and so forth. Everyone's market is different. So if you're just a regular person that got these things, and you know, you don't really have like a name or a shop or whatever the case is, consign, definitely consign. Why not? That's where you can make a lot you can definitely make the most money on it. Or cases, definitely get a table at SneakerCon. If you want to do something like that, get a table at one of the events. You can put on the table, let it bam, sell it, get some more things. You can definitely make some big bread on these things. Or if you want to sell on the apps, right now, I mean, yes, they're gonna take a couple of chunk change, but you're still, I think after the fees is about $1,000, so you're only losing a couple hundred here and there if you're trying to let it go for that much. So if you're willing to go that route, not everybody's market is the same. Okay, so let's just, you know, let's take that in consideration, guys. And I'm just saying, just be careful out there too, because I just don't like holding on to honestly, guys, I don't like holding on to shoes that long anymore. I really don't. There's some shoes I wish I would have held on a little bit longer, which is fine, but there's some shoes out there I wish I didn't hold on too long. And usually what the case is, when you hold on a shoe too long, is because the shoe is usually priced at so high from the beginning when it first released. If it's so high, there's only one thing to do. It can only go down if you're up top so high. You know what I'm saying? But if it's low, then it can only go up. Anyways, for instance, like at the time of the point, these things were going for like, I think $400, $300 or so on and so forth, and now they're going for like, at one point they were going for like $900 to $1,000. Now they're like steady at $700 to $800. I'm talking about my size 9. So that's a good hold and a good come up. That's what I'm talking about, a good hold. This here, since the price is so high, it's a very caution hold, because it can only go down, and especially if they start to restock, or you know, whatever the case is, because you're just hearing rumors these are gonna restock because they didn't release on the sneakers app. So like I said, usually where there's smoke there's fire, but I don't know about that one yet. This is only a rumor, but I would just be pretty careful about something like this, because you know, but still, money is money, right? And when's the best time to buy these things, guys? Because I actually really want these things. If anyone out there got a size 9 to a 9.5 or a 10, hit me up. When's the best time to buy? Honestly, right now is probably not the best time to buy, but I'm such a hype beast, so I feel like I gotta buy right now, which is really annoying. I hate myself. But honestly, the best time right now, I feel like, to buy these things is probably gonna be in a couple weeks or a couple months. Just see how the market goes. If it keeps going up, buy. But if it keeps, if it starts to dip down, then just keep waiting until you get that price that you want. Because we'll see how it goes. It's just my prediction. I feel like the price is gonna keep going up for a little bit as of right now, but in a couple months or so, it's gonna go down a little bit. These things probably still gonna be worth about $1,000, maybe 900, maybe 800 at the least, but they're still gonna be worth a lot. Then again, it all depends if it's gonna re-release again or restock. Like I said, I'm just going off of history repeats itself on every shoe that I have dealt with. If the price is way too high from it begins, it only can go down. So just be very careful on something like that. I don't know, man. This is such a phenomenal, dope shoe. It really is. And I'm not that big of an SB guy, but these things looks phenomenal. Now, if you guys let me know, is these worth $1,000 or the hype or whatever the case is this even the shoe of the year? Honestly, I think I like the off-white 5s better than these. I still like the off-white 5s, but they're up there, man. These things are actually pretty fire. These things are pretty fresh. But if I was a big SB guy, skateboarding guy, probably number one. And I hate when people say like, well, you can't cop these because you're not a skateboarding guy. Either is Travis Scott. He can't skate either. That's it, guys. That's just my little suggestion for you guys and my little resale prediction, and also what you guys should do. That's just my advice. It's my opinion, so don't kill me if it's not your opinion. But you guys let me know. Comment down below. Try to be nice in the comments, please. If you disagree, that's fine. We're all here to have opinion. I'm not saying mine's correct. I just try to make these videos for you guys because some people out there, they want to know and what my opinion is. Okay, I'm just going off, like I said, going off of history repeat itself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vids. Don't forget to follow me at all my social media at Jumpman Chris on IG, sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, I'm Jumpman Chris. Peace.